Have you ever been tilted in chess before? Like, lose hundreds of rating points and just never achieve them back? Well, today I'm going to show you how to recover and what to do and what steps to take and show you my experiences of chess tilt. I feel like this is an untouched topic, especially on YouTube. And if you are losing hundreds of points for no reason and just not getting them back after achieving such a rating, today is the video. And hope you guys take something here or there with you. And yeah, let's get into the video. So here is my very first game. And these games are on me tilting and me coming back from a tilt. And basically what I mean from coming back on a tilt is like, I have done some of the steps that I'm going to teach you to, recover. So I'm still in the recovery phase. I lost 100 points in Blitz this week. I achieved peak rating of 1700 and then fell back to 1600, like low 1600s. So yeah, this is one of the openings I play. I play a Vienna Gambit, and basically, you get into an okay position and a winning position where, you have an advantage because you can play a4, a5, and just strike for this compromised castling. But guess what? You don't do that. And for me, I just allow my position to completely fall apart. I try attacking back, but no, I lose my queen, and then he comes with his queen and rook and mates me in 29 moves. Just shows you how you can just, lose a game. And also, this is a 3-minute Blitz game. I have a minute 16 on the clock. I didn't even play the game for 2 minutes. Yes, I know it's like not incremented, but I should have spent more time. And that's one of the things. Use your time and use it optimally. Don't spend too much time on the game, but don't just be blitzing out moves just for the sake of blitzing out moves and thinking, oh, I had this nice tactic and whatever. So yeah, this was the first game. And then I want to show you the second game. I'm just going through these briefly just to show you what kind of, downhill I was on. We played Trumpowski, me and my opponent. I played this edge variation, so I'm pretty good with my openings. I have a decent opening knowledge, and, I get an alright opening where I actually have a lead in development because my opponent, he has these 2 knights that are kind of like inactive, and, but, he trades, and instead of me going here, which I should have, I took the queen, and now I allowed b4. But did my opponent play b4? No, he didn't. And, I get a nice position, and then I blunder again because, yeah, once again, he can kick out my queen, but like I said, he was being a scaredy cat. So, guess what? Being on tilt, you make so many blunders in a row, and then finally you get something back. So I'm in the lead. Yay, I'm in the lead. So finally I'm going to go win this game, right? Okay, let's take some pieces, bring out the rook, bring out the other rook, trade the pieces, okay, I'm going to attack his queen, oh no, now my bishop's in danger. Okay, let's move it. Move it to get smother mated. Smother mated, or actually mated. He's got 2 mating combos on me. And guess what? By the way, thought I'd tell you, I spent 9 seconds on this move. This is how you know you are on tilt. You get scared and you're like, oh no, like I could have easily played f6 and saved my game, but no. I got too terrible with my ideas and I lose to smother me. That was the tilt I was on. This is how you know you are not doing good, is when you're just losing games in winning positions and nothing is going your way. Like nothing. And so, today was finally the first day of recovery. I got some, got to do some things that I will tell you as we continue in the video. But this is after the tilt. I'm playing a 5-minute against a 1900. Actually, he's a Twitch follower. We play a Caro. Yes, I'm not accurate with my blitz games. Go ahead, critique me. Yes, I can get into a winning position and then start losing like this, right? But I get a nice position that I like. Yes, this side is not very pleasant because there's, divided pawns everywhere. But I had this nice idea and this super nice attack you can't take because guess what? That's mate. The poor king is killed. And yeah, I played this flawlessly, give him a check, and I give a rook check. And the game is over. He resigned. And I got 13 points of rating from this game alone because he's a higher rated player. And I was like, yes! And I actually had a pretty good use of my time. I had 2 minutes left, but I spent a full 3 minutes trying to figure out variations. And I was super focused. And I was starting to regain my confidence. And this is what I like to see. And so, now I go and give you some advice and some tips. If you are on chess tilt, the number one thing to do is follow a 5-game rule. If you've lost 5 games in a row, shut it down. Like, seriously, shut it down, go do something else. It's better to, the average loss of, rating, each rating game you lose is like 7 points, if it's balanced. So if you've lost like 40 points, just shut it down. Shut it down. To avoid any, mega tilt of 200 elo or 100 elo. And it's best because your brain is still trying to, figure things out. And if you are not being optimal, it's best to cut it off. I know we all like to be like, but guess what? I need to win a game. I have to win a game. That's where the problem is. I know we want to win another game, but sometimes we have to admit that we can't. And that's the problem. That's the problem I was struggling with. That's the problem you are struggling with. And that's what we need to go by. So I have been following a 5-game rule that if I've lost 5 games, I cut it off. Unless it's bullet, because bullet is an anomaly. Yeah, we won't talk about bullet. You can win 10 games in bullet and lose 8. That's how it works. Yeah. So another tip is actually something that actually is kind of obvious and should actually be done more is eat and sleep. They are your best friends. Eat properly, sleep properly, get your 8 hours of sleep, eat healthy foods, and you are on the track for success. And when you play online games, you will do better. When we are, living on 3 hours of sleep and jacking ourselves on 3 energy drinks a day, it doesn't help. So that is also another thing. Sleep is crucial. I finally got 8-9 hours instead of my usual 3 because as a working adult, you have to, work crazy schedules. So I work at 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, that's why I'm able to talk to my Indian audience. Shout out to all the Indians that are watching the chess video right now. And yeah, so that is another thing. Eat and sleep properly. Another thing I also recommend is as you play your games, sometimes you may need to switch it up. If you are doing 5-minute blitz, 3-minute blitz, or even 10 minutes, and you still feel like you don't have enough time to think and process your moves, use increments. Increments are a great tool to use, especially when you're on tilt. And, if this is a tilt progressively throughout a couple days, or maybe even weeks, use increments. Try and figure out, why am I, losing on time? Well, use increments. Or why am I not thinking properly? The more time you have to process, the better your games will be. And most likely you won't lose continually one after another. So increments are also a friendly tool to use, especially when you're on tilt and when you're not doing good. And yeah, I think that is it. Unless I'm missing something. But yeah, another important thing. before you even start your chess games, warm up. Use a couple, like 5-10 puzzles just to get your brain, in the idea of, oh, how do I, operate my games. And when you warm up, you feel more prepared, especially in the Olympics. Warming up is key. I was watching a 200-meter heat, and one guy pulled his hamstring during the race, and yeah, that is a terrible thing to happen for any athlete. So warm ups are super important. Figuring out tactics before you go into games is important. Maybe boot up a game against a bot. That also seems to help people. If people are not, focused and ready, and they're trying to understand, why am I failing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Play a bot of your level or higher, and this can definitely help. And so, yeah, those are a couple of the things, and those are the things that I use. Hope you put these to practice, and yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in another video.